Welcome back to Machine Art Channel, guys. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. This is what the village towns of Western Nigeria looks like. This video is meant to do what? To show you locations, right? Of what the village towns in Western Nigeria looks like. Nigeria is a country and a big one at that. Yeah. So we have many regions, right? We have the western region, the southwestern region. We have the southeastern region, the south region. We have the middle belt region or the north central. And we have the northern region, we have the northwest, northeast, right? So this video is to do what? Is to show you what the village towns in Nigeria looks like, so that you will not think that Nigeria is only made up of cities. You understand? Yeah, we have the city areas. We even have areas that are almost becoming like a megalopolis, guys. You know what a megalopolis is? A merging of city and city, such that you cannot detect a town or village area is what? A megalopolis. Then we have what? We have conurbation, merging of country, such that you do what? You drive through a country, maybe to another country, without really seeing some, villages and this or forests. You call it what? A conurbation, right? Yeah. So you can use the words interchangeably, right? So I want to show you that in Nigeria, we don't only have cities, we have villages, so that when you come to Nigeria and you're driving through and you see some villages, you don't get scared. Now, the villages in Nigeria is made up of what? It's made up of towns. Then you have small villages that are not yet qualified to be called a town. You have hamlets, guys, where you may see what? You may see just few houses. We have farm states where you may see a house here and some farmlands, or few houses and some farmlands, right, guys? Yeah. So in Western Nigeria, we have villages, we have forests and vegetation, and we have village towns. Then we have towns, we have city towns, and so on, right? The Western Nigeria is made up of the Yoruba people. You have the Yoruba, and a few other tribes there, with the Yorubas being the dominant tribe. Now, does it mean that when you go to Western Nigeria, you're going to find only the Yoruba people in Western Nigeria? The answer is absolutely no. In every town in Nigeria and every other country, people are free to do what? People are free to buy land or even rent houses in the town. Now, people also rent houses in the villages. Sometimes a village may even sell a land to you, or you may do what? They may just lease the land and give you a farming land or a small land to construct a house, either for free or you will be paying some money, and usually you may be renewing your lease of land, right? Yeah. So you go to the city, you see activities, commercial activities, administration, and this. Then in villages, guys, you see administration, you see commercial, agricultural activities, and so on. Yeah, in a country, you have a president, which is what is the leader of the country. You go to a state, you have a governor, then you go to local governments in the state, you have the chairman, then among the chairman, you have wards, then you have the councillors, right? Yeah, that's to tell you that whatever you see, whether it's a forest or this or that, there is an administration guiding the place. So you see this place, guys, you already see, as you see in the footage, you can see what it looks like. It has the government administration and the traditional administration. You have some agriculture. I did a footage about what the vegetation of the Western Nigeria looks like. You understand? To show the economic trees, how these people make palm oil, coconut oil, how they farm cassava, and so on and so forth to supply food to the country. Yeah. So see what the village town in Nigeria is like. Maybe you come to Nigeria, guys. Yeah, guys. So when you come to Nigeria and maybe you consider doing some palm oil business, palm oil, palm kernel business, or you want to be producing cassava and converting it to one thing or the other, or you're already in Nigeria, or you are a Nigerian, and so on and so forth, you can do what? You can absolutely purchase a land. I tell you, the cassava there grows big. You see big tubers. Coconut grows wonderfully. Palm fruits for palm oil, palm oil and palm kernel, or palm oil and kernel oil does what? Grows wonderfully. So you see, if you're in Nigeria and you don't know what to do, maybe you're tired of doing what? Staying in the city, you don't know what to do, business is not moving, fine. Maybe the housing in the city is too expensive, or life is difficult, or you want to have it quiet, kind of. If you can get a land to rent or even purchase in Western Nigeria, you can construct a small house in this town close to your farmland and have a beautiful, wonderful vegetation. Then you can produce these things and do what? Package it well. You can even register with NAFDAC and do what? Put your products in the market. You see, so whether you are a white man, whether you're a black man, or you can absolutely do business. And I tell you, if you love the field of industrialization, this one big business, like I go to whichever country, I would drive through the entire country to see what they've got, the structures, the commercial activities going on, the agricultural activities, and so on and so forth, and also see whether they have some precious minerals, like natural resources. Yeah, so when you talk about the development of natural resources and make it look absolutely attractive, you can do what? You can go from the scratch. Like, you can be the one cultivating these palm fruits, coconuts, and so on and so forth, and do what? And package it so nicely that people will love it. You understand? People will love it. People will buy it. You can even become an exporter of these products. Yeah. So if you are already in Nigeria and maybe you've not been really getting what you want, or maybe you came here for administration or study, please guys, visit Western Nigeria. Don't just be keen about the structures right in the village towns, villages, farm states and hamlets. Most times you also need to do what? Look at the opportunities. Sometimes you could be. Oh yes, so yes guys, visit the village towns and villages in western Nigeria and do what? And see the opportunity you can see. Like when you look at the place, what can you see? Do you see opening a school, a beautiful boarding school that people will bring their children from different places? Do you see some kind of rest home, like a beautiful one that has everything in it, like apartment hotels that people may come and live in, while doing many things, like if you're a musician or you're into wanting other or they want to come for holiday, like they can come and live there for some time. Do you see becoming an industrialist? Do you see creating other forms of commercial activities or administration? There are many things you can see. Whatever you see, when you see and you need a piece of land, go to the landowners first or go to the traditional ruler and you do what? Get to know about the processes. Then the landowner may be contacted, or you go to the landowner as they want to lease the land, maybe rent it, or if they agree to sell it, you can go to the traditional rulers, and usually they are called what? The Kabiyesi. Alright, so when you go there, you will hear words like Kabiyesi, oh, Kabiyesi, and all of this and that. Yeah, that's the Western Nigeria, right? Then you can do the documentation of the land. Let us say you purchase a land, you will need the traditional rulers to sign it. Alright, then if you just rent it, you may not need the traditional rulers to sign it. However, by the time you rent the land and you go and do your registration with the government of the state, you go to Corporate Affairs Commission and register what you want to do. Then you do the trademark, go to the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment and do the trademark of your company. You can register with TIN, alright, for your tax identification and revenue collection, right? You can also register with other parastatals. Then when you want to start your construction and business properly, you can visit the palace of the traditional rulers known as the Kabiyesi and do what? And you can make your plans known to them for them to do what? To endorse and acknowledge your existence and business land there. Then you do what? You can start up your business. However, if you're going to be renting the land, if you're going to be purchasing the land, after contacting the owner, you find out who the owner is. If the person agrees to sell or any other person and the land is good for you, you do what? You contact that person. Then after purchasing the land, or when you want to purchase the land, you can go to the traditional palace, where the Kabiyesis are, so that you purchase the land in front of the Kabiyesis, and make sure you purchase it through bank transfer. Alright, then you do what? Then you get your paperwork done and signed. Then you go to Land and Survey and do the ROO, that's the what? The certificate of registration of the land, and also do what? You do your COO, certificate of occupancy, with the Ministry of Land and Survey and Town Planning. You purchase the land, right? They will come and survey the land. you can do some planning. Like you can start up your activity to make Nigeria, to make Africa, and make the world a better place, right? Yeah. So sometimes some of the things you don't see on ground is there for a purpose. It's because you are the one to put it there. Yeah. Some of the things you want to see, somebody put it there, and somebody will have to put it there. All right. So guys, yeah. If you enjoy this tutorial, as not so ecstatic, not so fascinating as the village town looks, seeing the opportunities, and as I will be showing you what the vegetation looks like subsequently, please give a like to this video. I need you to share with your loved ones, comment, suggest, ask questions, and subscribe mostly to Machine Art channel for more uploads. Thank you.